to Marc Dechamps. I will just share. Okay. Marc, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Solène. Good afternoon, everybody. So it is my pleasure actually to share my practical experience of the event, because I already attended twice the Health Technology Innovation Days. As it was said, it is really, really turning and addressing actually the patient needs, but together with the innovation, all the companies like the one I manage for the moment, but I can speak about MedTech, HealthTech, and other companies, services companies are really developing and hoping to bring actually this innovation to the patient. Alors specifically, I'm the CEO of Bioxodes. Bioxodes is a clinical stage biotech company. So we are about to start a clinical phase 2A with a very unique product or candidate, drug candidate in a very specific indication, which is hemorrhagic stroke. I'm not sure that you know, but a stroke is not an easy indication for the investors. So it is really key for me to multiply the number of contacts with investors, with pharma industry, in order to really engage them behind actually an indication which is represented by a very high unmet medical need. Because just to give you an insight, physicians can't give us anything to the patient for the first 72 hours after the onset of this hemorrhage, and you have a lot of mortality and very big functional disability. So when you bring actually, or when you would like to bring actually this type of innovation to the patients, as it was said, you need to be supported. You need really to engage with investors. And the good news is at Health Technology Innovation Days, you have a very high level representative of the major investors we have in Europe. But also, as Marie said, that's really important to engage as soon as possible the pharma industry behind your development, and having the possibility to interact directly with high-level people from representing the pharma is also an advantage. So before being in the biotech industry, I spent 30 years at GlaxoSmithKline. So I know how important it is to engage the pharma industry from the beginning. But also, that's not just, I would say, the partnering, because you can find partnering in other type of event, or let's say having the possibility also to start to discuss, to hear about the strategic objective the pharma is really looking forward. But that's also a very interesting meeting, because networking is there. You have plenty of possibilities to network with other people. Just to give you again a practical example, I'm still discussing now with investors 6 months after the HTID5, and this investor, I met them actually in the networking part and not in the partnering part. So both are very important. Another also interesting thing is the selection process. So it means that companies coming to the HTID are already mature company. So it means also for investors, for pharma industry, it gives actually some hint to these stakeholders that the companies coming to them are really bringing very interesting value at a mature level, which is high enough to really engage a conversation. And Marie said also, strategic partnership is certainly something important with the pharma industry, but it might be also important to start to discuss potential partnership with other biotech or medtech companies in the field you are. What was said also is the European character of this event. Personally, I joined the HealthTech for Care board. HealthTech for Care is the non-profit organization which is behind the Health Technology Innovation Days, and it was really the point to broaden actually the scope of HTID and make sure that we have a very truly European event. And it was said that the European Commission is participated last year, will participate again this year. And that's really important at the time. We have a lot of change and potentially legislative change going to happen for our industry at European level. But we will address also what is happening in other very important regions of the world, like in the US with the Inflation Reduction Act. All these elements can have an important impact actually on the business we are trying to develop and to conduct specifically in Europe. So on one end, you have the networking, the partnering, and potentially the possibility to pitch and to have a strategic partnership. On the other hand, you have session, not in competition with the partnering, so specifically organized at a specific moment, addressing actually very important topics for patients, for innovation, but also for us, because monitoring the environment and being aware of what is going to change in our environment is really important. And that's the reason why we have a central thematic actually during the meetings. I spoke about what is going to happen in Europe and what is happening in the US, but we are also looking to the competitiveness of the European healthcare industry. We clearly need to continue to get support from Europe and from European investors to be competitive compared to what's happening in the US and what it is also, by the way, happening in Asia and in China in particular. We have beautiful innovation in Europe, but we need more support to bring innovation to the patient, and also equity access to innovations for the patients. So that's certainly a central thematic. Definitely, it's easy to say, but that's the reality. The patient is really in the center of the table during the Health Technology Innovation Days. So that's all the elements actually I wanted to share with you to justify the fact that I will be there for the third time. I will be there for Bioxodes. I will partner as much as I can with investors, with pharma industry, and Marie, hope to see you there, by the way. And I really encourage you to attend this European event, which has, by the way, a very unique setting.